Good evening, everybody. Hello, it's Kim Dudash with Dudash Farms, and it is time. It's Sunday night, so it is time for What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms. And Brian and I are making some dishes here over the last couple of weeks that you may have never heard of before, but we're trying to give you some just simple ideas of things that are fun and different. And so tonight we are making Masitas de Puerco Fritas, and that is basically a Cuban dish with fried pork. So that's what we're having tonight. Hello, Jeanette Jenkins. She's joining us. It's good to see you this evening. So, you guys, how have you been? This last week, Brian and I, we celebrated National Farmers Market Week. And that is a holiday that has been set aside to really just give some attention to our farmers and all they do for our communities. And farmers markets are a great outlet that has been provided for farmers to be able to sell their products retail and get those products to you really fresh. I mean, there's nothing more fresh than the produce and the fruits that you get from the farmer's market, because it is literally, if it's probably been picked within, in some cases, like for us, it's picked the day before and then we bring it to the market. So you really can't get much more fresh than that. And I don't know if you realize this or not, but as the longer that fruits and vegetables are sitting around, you know, from the time you pick them to the time you eat them, they lose their nutritional value. So farmers markets are a great way for you to get fresh fruits and vegetables that are going to have the most, they're going to be the most nutrition packed. You know, that's the most nutritious packed way of getting your fruits and vegetables. Boy, that sounded horrible. Anyway, I think you get the picture. Brian's over here laughing at me. We have some folks that have already joined us. Jim Broad is watching. Jerry Bolin is watching. Mary Fulton is watching. You guys, and Ann Dudash, Mom Dudash is watching. We are so happy you're joining us. Again, I'm not Spanish and I don't speak Spanish very well, but we are having Masitas de Puerco Fritas, and that's basically a fried pork dish, and it's a Cuban dish. So it's typically served with black beans and rice, but tonight Brian and I are having it with yellow Spanish rice. It's just something that we prefer, and as we say about all of our dishes, you can basically use whatever you want and make it a dish that you and your family enjoy. So, hi, Carolyn Clark. Hello. Carolyn, I'm so upset with you that you came to Tennessee and you didn't tell me and we didn't get to have a chance to get together. So next time you're here, you need to let me know. I would absolutely love to see you. It has been way, way, way too long. Okay, Brian, so let's go and see what Mr. Dudash is doing over at the stove, and let's get this rolling. So, what have we got going on, Brian?
Well, actually, we're going to start with our pork. So this is actually a small ham roast here.
Okay.
This is only like 1.75 pounds.
So you want to tell them a little bit about the ham roast?
Yeah, so it's literally the ham.
Yeah.
It's not cured or seasoned, and they just cut it about 2 inches thick. So this is towards the end. That's why this one's small. Typically they average about 3 pounds, 3.5 pounds. And you could do a lot with this. So we're basically just going to cut this up into cubes. And we're going to cheat a little bit since we already started this dish.
This is the magic of technology, right?
So
yeah, and you won't typically find a ham roast in the grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to trim off the fat, but we're going to save this and put this in the bottom of the pan, because this is going to help fry the meat once we're ready to cook it.
Yeah.
So we're going to trim that off, and we're just, to me it's easier to cut with scissors.
Yeah. So he's got some shears, basically. I
Yeah,
guess cooking shears. That would be better to say than scissors, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
So then we just are going to cut this whole thing up into smaller pieces. We'll put it in like a gallon Ziploc bag, and this is the seasoning that we use.
So it's Mojo Seasoning.
Yeah,
it's a citrus, so it's got some orange juice, grapefruit juice in there,
garlic,
onions,
yeah, pepper,
yeah,
and it's great also on grilled chicken.
Yeah, we love to use grilled chicken.
We'll cube it up, put it in a bag, marinate it overnight. Then the weird thing with this dish is you actually put it in a pot and you put 2 cups of water, or you cover it in water. So you actually boil it, then you let the water evaporate out, then you fry it.
Yeah.
So that this layer of fat, I'm actually going to stick on the bottom of the pan, and it's going to help crisp up the pork.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wash my hands real quick.
So yeah, and so basically you're cooking the pork all the way through before you're frying it. That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah. So through the magic of TV,
Yeah.
or not TV, whatever this is.
The magic of Facebook.
Yeah.
So Brian has already, if you remember what he just said, he put the chunks of pork, chunks of the ham roast in a pan, and basically with 2 cups of water, and he has let that evaporate out. So he has cooked the pork, and now now that the water has evaporated out, he's frying it.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is basically done. So that's,
yeah, and so then
and we
what?
had this the other night. It was really super tender.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I've had this in Cuban restaurants before. I'm not sure if they deep fry it. I think this is a little slightly healthier way to have it.
Yeah, that's right. We're not deep frying it.
Yeah.
So, so what's your next step?
So we have our Spanish rice.
Yeah.
And
So you can see here.
It's almost done there.
Almost done. Really yummy. All right, and then you're going to add onion.
Yep. So we're gonna just add some sliced onion just let it saute a little bit. If you can't hear the cat on there, BB.
Yeah, BB
seems to approve of the smell.
Yeah, it's BB approved. BB is our little spoiled rotten kitty, and whenever there is food involved, or whenever you walk into the kitchen, she automatically acts as if she has never eaten in her life. So you all probably have a pet like that too. Paul Sanford is watching. Kathy Landecker says, "Hi, Kim and Brian." Hi, Kathy. We haven't seen you. Hope you're doing good. So, last week, gang, I'm going to let Brian work on that a little bit. So, last week, Brian and I, we did not do What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms, and we have a really good reason. Brian, his cousin, and his family came to visit us. Tom Segan and Kendra and Denise were all here. And so we spent time with our family last week, and that's why we were not here, and we had a great time. That's actually the first time that I'd had the privilege to meet all of them, and I had just the best week ever, and was so glad they were here. But that's why we were not here last week.
Yeah, he grew up on a real farm. It was a big dairy farm in Wisconsin.
Yeah, he grew up on a farm in Wisconsin, and so I loved hearing his stories. And then I think, he and Brian, well, I know he and Brian grew up together, and so hearing a lot of their stories was a lot of fun too. Ron Trito has given us a thumbs up. So we had a great week, but we did miss you guys. So we're back at it again. And if you're interested in this recipe or any of our other recipes, make sure that you subscribe to our newsletter. So what I'm doing is sending out a newsletter each month that includes the recipes from the month before. So make sure that you visit our website. That's dudashfarms.com, and go to the contact us or meet us. I do this every time. But the page that tells you about us and our farm, there's a space there where you can subscribe to our newsletter. Hey, Leslie Sands, she's watching. So again, if you're just joining us and you saw that title on our Facebook Live as we went live, we're having Masitas de Puerco Fritas. And I know that if you are a Spanish-speaking person out there, you're probably saying, boy, she ripped that to shreds. Just going to have to give me a little bit of grace. I am from East Tennessee. So I am linguistically challenged. I have that southern accent. So, So basically, it's a Cuban fried pork dish, and it's really delicious. So Brian has taken our ham roast. This is a cut that you don't see a lot in the grocery store, and he has cut it into small chunks. He put it in a pan with 2 cups of water and has let that basically cook until the water has evaporated, so the pork is cooked through. And then after the pork is cooked through, he's frying it up with some onions and some lime, just letting that saute. And we are having it over Spanish rice. It's a great dish with black beans and rice also, so depending on what you prefer, you can have it the way you want it. Let's see, what else did I want to talk to you about? Oh, so y'all, there is this event, or I guess a contest that's being put on by Pick Tennessee. and wanted to tell you about it because we want you to be able to take part in it. So it's called Fill Your Grill, okay? And if you do not follow us normally on Facebook, I'd say everybody here does, but if you have friends that don't follow us, have them follow our page on Facebook. We will put more information about the Fill Your Grill contest as it becomes available. So this contest will run from August the 12th through August the 21st, and basically you go in to enter the Fill Your Grill contest, and you let the folks at Pick Tennessee know who your favorite farm is.
And Pick Tennessee is put on by the state agriculture department.
Yes, Pick Tennessee is put on by the Tennessee Agriculture. Did I say that right? Tennessee Agriculture Department. So they're going to ask you, who is your favorite farm? And we hope that your answer is going to be Dudash Farms. And if your entry is chosen, then you will get $200 worth of Dudash Farms beef as your prize, okay? And we are so pleased that we have actually been the chosen farm for this particular contest for the past 2 years, and we would love to do it a third year, and we would love to be able to give you $200 worth of product. So make sure you look for the details of the Pick Tennessee Fill Your Grill contest, and it will run from August the 12th through August the 21st, so keep the lookout for that. So, how are we doing? I hear that there's no more frying going on, so let's go see what Brian's up to here. Oh, yummy. So here we go, you all. That was super quick. Well, it's super quick once the water evaporates, right, Brian?
Yeah, this takes a little longer than our normal meal we like to make.
But it's really good. Kathy Leyendecker says, I love that, linguistically challenged. I've never heard that phrase before. Well, Kathy, I just made it up. So yes, I am linguistically challenged. So yeah, look at this, y'all. So you can see we've got just the pork and the onions, and it smells so yummy. And we've got our Spanish rice there with it, along with it. And really, that's all we're going to have.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just the two of us.
And our plantains.
Oh, that's right. We're having plantains for dessert, guys. If you've never had that, it's very good, delicious. It's a different dessert than you probably have heard of. If you don't know what plantains are, they look a whole lot like a banana, but unlike a banana, you don't want to eat it raw. So we cheated a little bit. Instead of going through all the struggle, I know you're going to fuss at me because we always talk about making things fresh and not buying anything from the grocery store. But we did buy the microwavable plantains, and that's what's for dessert. So I know, we cheated. But if you have never had plantains, you need to give that a try. What else did we want? There's a couple of things that I wanted to tell you about. We've had some inquiries about purchasing a whole beef or a half beef. And so we do that. So in addition to retail, we do sell a whole or half. It depends on where we are. Sometimes we don't have those available, and sometimes we do, but we do have those available. So if you are interested in purchasing a whole or half cow, reach out to us and we can give you all the details about that. We make it super easy, but that's an option if you're thinking about filling up your freezer for the winter. That may be something you want to check into. So reach out to us. You can email us at dudashfarms@gmail.com, or you can reach out to us through Facebook Messenger, or even call us. Our phone numbers, both of our numbers are on our Facebook page and also our website. So reach out to us. We'd love to tell you about that. Also, wanted to let you know that, what was it so we've had another thing that we've had people ask us about is Market Wagon and other programs such as that, asking us, hey, have you ever considered doing that? And yes, we have considered doing that. But I wanted to tell you that we offer something. We've talked about it a lot on What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms, but we have never really put it on our website. and that's going to change. But one of the things that we wanted to remind you of is that we will deliver. So if you purchase or order $75 of product or more, we will deliver it to your door, just like Market Wagon, just like any of these other things. But here's the thing, when you purchase it that way from Dudash Farms, you are not paying the markup, okay? You will not pay a markup for delivery for the product that you purchase from Dudash Farms for delivery if it's $75 or more. So if you're interested in something like that, please reach out to us and we can give you the details. Now, if you live in Florida or if you live in Georgia, we're not going to be able to deliver to you there. But if you live in our immediate area and the surrounding area, we would be happy to make deliveries to you. So we'll tell you more about that. Yes, and there is, Kathy Landecker says, I actually love to come to your farm. And that is another option. We would absolutely love for you to come to the farm and visit us and pick up an order. And it doesn't have to be $75. So if you want to come and visit, just reach out to us and we'll schedule a time for you to come out. Brian and I, we both work from the house. So we are really flexible in terms of times and days that you can come by and pick up an order. So yeah, just reach out to us and let us know. Mary Ann, she wants to, what are you making tonight? I got cut off. Oh, well, Mary Ann, we are making, I have to look at it to say it because, you know, like I said earlier, I'm linguistically challenged, but it's Masitas de Puerco Fritas. And basically that is a Cuban fried pork dish. And let me show you what it looks like because Brian is already finished with it. So hold on here, let's look at this. He's got it plated up. So here's what we have, look at that. So there's he's basically taken our ham roast and we've cut that into chunks. He put it in water and 2 cups of water.
Marinated it overnight.
He marinated it overnight. That's right. I keep forgetting that part. Marinated it overnight in Mojo sauce, and then he cooked it down in 2 cups of water until the water evaporated or cooked through, and then fried it up with the onions. And we've got Spanish rice and plantains there. This is the marinade that we used, right?
So it was pretty simple. Just
Very
takes a little
simple.
bit of time.
Yeah, it's not too bad, and it's something different. I mean, you know, it's like if you've got your 7-day meal plan, and you eat the same thing 7 days in a row, it just gets a little,
Yep.
you know.
You need a little variety.
That's right. You need a little variety in your life. So this is a little bit of variety, and then we have our plantains there, our cheater plantains. So Brian, was there anything else that we
I
wanted
think you
to talk
covered
about?
everything.
Yeah.
You did a great job as usual.
Well, I don't know about that, but anyway, that's what we're having for dinner, y'all. Yeah, did you see that in the background? He doesn't know that I can see it in the background. So that's what we're having for dinner, and so don't forget, we would love for you to subscribe to our newsletter and get some of these recipes. I've also been sharing it on Facebook, so I sent it out this week. I think it was like on Thursday, so you may want to scroll back through our page feed and find it, click on it, and I think you can also look at past what are they, editions or past newsletters by doing that. So Kathy says you both did a great job. Thanks, Kathy. You guys, this recipe will be in our September newsletter, so be looking for that. And don't forget the Pick Tennessee, Fill Your Grill contest. Be looking for the information about that will be coming out on our page. We'd love for you to enter the Fill Your Grill contest. It'll go from August the 12th through the 21st, and basically they pick winners from East, Middle, and West Tennessee. You have to choose your favorite farm. We are hoping that you will choose Dudash Farms as your favorite farm, and if you win that, and it really doesn't, do you have to live in Tennessee? You don't have to live in Tennessee, do you, Brian?
I have no idea.
Yeah, we don't know, so enter it and see, and if you get chosen, you get $200 worth of Dudash Farms beef, if you choose Dudash Farms, and so we would love for you to do that. You guys, that's it. This is all we have. I appreciate everybody watching. We've got such a great group of people watching tonight. We appreciate your business. Come out and see us this week. We're going to be at the Ebenezer Road Farm Market on Tuesday from 3 until 6 p.m. And then we will be at the Dandridge Farmers Market on Saturday from 8 until noon. And we have a special What's for Dinner at Dudash Farms coming up near the end of the month. So be looking for that. All right, we're going to be on location again. I'm not going to tell you where, but we're going to be on location. So be on the lookout for that. We appreciate you guys, and we are going to eat dinner before this gets cold. So
let's eat.
Let's eat. Thanks, y'all. Have a great week. Bye.